like all good stories start at the beginning.
At the beginning, we begin.
What happened prior? Here's a good outline here.
Okay.
Chapter 1.
Chapter 1.
You and Daffy going through y'all's D&D. To my understanding, like what leads you to now?
Right, okay, yeah. So obviously we know each other through Daffy. And Daffy found me when I was doing a D&D campaign with Nopo. And it was the Rozza's Rowdy Rolling Romp, because we didn't really have a name for it, and Nopo had made a campaign specifically for us. And I don't know what session it was, but like this dude comes into chat and he's like, "Yo, I love D&D, man," and I'm like, "Cool, man," and we just get talking and all that. We don't really like talk during the stream, but like after the stream, it's like, I think like during the break in, like after stream and stuff, he was like, "Oh, that was really cool," and all this stuff. Which I thought was pretty cool. And so eventually Daffy ended up joining the campaign. Mainly because one of the players just couldn't do it anymore. Like Coffee, I believe. He said he had to stand down. So Daffy joined. There was like a 1 or 2 session overlap. But I do remember, so Daffy kind of joined in to that campaign. Obviously that campaign never, like, we only did, I think we did like 14 sessions, which isn't too bad for me. But
well, like a lot of sessions, they just due to scheduling and just the natural process of things, sometimes the story does not finish.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So, and I doubt that will finish anytime soon anyway. But eventually Daffy takes a personal interest in, stuff going on in my life, I suppose, and I'm like, oh hey, I love playing other games, I like playing COD, I like playing, all this stuff, and he's like, oh dude, I love playing COD, I love playing Apex, and he goes, by the way, can I get my friend involved? And I'm like, sure, why not? And then that's kind of when I met you, and I also met Wind as well, and then we formed the Pickle Patrol, didn't we?
Yep.
And I mean, the rest is history, I suppose. But the first time I met you was on stream. Daffy was like, "Here's Redbeard." Boom, Redbeard, chew, Redbeard. We didn't have any kind of introduction beforehand. It was literally just go in, play some Warzone, fuck about for a little bit. Yeah, I mean, what are your thoughts?
Well, the way he brought it up to me was, and the way, God, the way Daffy works is he'll have set up the entire plan, the entire string of events, and then let you know right before the gun goes off, hey, by the way, are you cool doing a stream? Yeah, I can do a stream. All right, cool. Introduce you to a friend. Yeah, I'm down.
Yeah.
So before that, I can almost guarantee you this is weeks ahead, probably a month ahead. He's probably telling you, hey, I've got like you said, can I bring a friend in? To me, would never have none. Like what I did here was, oh yeah. Now, okay, Daffy, you're hearing this right now. You're listening to this right now. And I'm going to, you are like, as if you're sitting in the chair next to me. You're not my punching bag. This is just me naturally being me to you.
Yeah.
I love my boy Daffy.
Yeah.
And he loved to, I call it soft bragging.
Yeah.
But in the times, there would be a lot of times where it's like, yeah, I'm my British streamer friend. My British streamer friend. My friend who's a Twitch streamer.
Yeah.
My British Twitch icon. The celebrity who's British and is on Twitch, by the way.
He does do that, doesn't he?
So, And after a while, because we're mean to it. Oh, okay. I was like, well, who cares? And that we picked that one up off of one of our other friends in our group. But oh my god, dog! I mean, I'm out on the from an outside point of view. I look like a straight asshole. I sound like a bully, but Daffy and I have talked about it.
Yeah.
Love the guy.
Yeah.
I guarantee you. We've actually been in instances where we've been out and about, and anyone comes out, as if anyone is cross towards Daffy, I promise you I will be the first to defend him.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, he's my boy. I'm not like this to people that I don't know.
Yeah, exactly.
I got to know you very closely to like know you, love you, to dialogue with you in that way.
Yeah. So,
he talks about the streamer and then all that stuff. Is like, would you like to do a stream? So, I've been doing I think I was streaming around that time because it was after COVID. So I'd been streaming for a little while.
Yeah.
On Twitch. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm down. I have the capacity for meeting and making friends. I'm absolutely down to meet a new person. He's like, well, okay. He gives me a disclaimer about you, which I know he did about me.
Okay.
He says, just kind of the briefing.
Okay, I kind of want to hear this.
she's from the UK, and it's very quick, very very brief. It's just kind of like a, hey, I know who you are, Redbeard.
Yeah.
You need to know the crowd you're walking into. And I actually told him, like, I was like, hey dog, who is this person? Give me a rundown of what she's about. Okay. She does met her through D&D online. She has her own streaming platform. She's from the UK, so they don't understand the whole, the whole guns, yeehaw, cowboy shit that we're always about.
Sure, yeah.
And it's just, like I said, a quick little glancing brief.
Yeah.
A little, left leaning.
Sure.
And so on, so forth. Just like the very quick profile.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I have enough to go on to not be like, hell yeah, Trump, America, make America great again, blah, 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 all that shit. Like, yeah. I'm not, that is not who I am, but when when you meet someone for the first time, you tread lightly.
Definitely.
And see what they're about, learn them, and then they can learn you in spurts.
Yeah.
In a date. You don't just dump everything out on the table. It's in bites.
Oh, yeah.
Bite-sized pieces before y'all actually know who y'all are about.
For sure.
Which brings us to the actual stream, which is, I think, the first time we actually get to have a one-on-one.
Yeah, so it was a Warzone stream. I had expressed interest in streaming Warzone, just in general, like to myself, to my community, but I didn't have the capacity to until I upgraded my CPU because I was having I had a slower CPU and it just did not like Warzone, or like Modern Warfare for that matter, because at the time it was just Modern Warfare. So I recently just upgraded the CPU, and I was like, right, let's do this shit. I wanna play Warzone now. I have the capacity to. Let's do it. So obviously I assembled my team of Daffy, and Daffy was like, let's get Redbeard involved, and I was like, cool, yeah. And yeah, I mean, I guess if you want to watch the video,
I will. Every now and then I'll interject, but it's just you don't have to pause it. I just I'll watch it and I'll try to be quiet.
Well, I mean, if you have a moment when you want to pause and just bring up something that you remembered, or your first impressions or anything like that, just let me know, because I'll probably pause a couple times and be like, oh yeah, I know, I remember this bit. I'll probably talk more about the editing side, but I'll also talk about things that you say, that kind of stuff. Cool. Yeah. So, just before we do quickly jump into this was one of the first videos again I edited on my upgraded setup, so to speak. And I was trying to go for a little bit like a Soviet Womble vibe. With like some of the tracking texts, that kind of stuff. But my kind of natural editing style on videos like these are more like Smitty, like some subtitles, some without subtitles, but focusing on like just funny bits. So you might notice some like Soviet Wombleisms that I try to replicate. Yeah, I mean I don't really do that much anymore, but yeah, you'll probably notice it now that I've mentioned it. Right, let's fucking send that shit.
Chew, this is Redbeard. Redbeard, this is Chew.
Hi, Redbeard.
Chew, hi. I am Redbeard.
Excellent.
I am basically Daffy's. I yell at him a lot.
Yeah.
In Apex and Call of Duty, and the things that I will be saying to him, I don't mean to heart.
Sure, yeah.
It just kind of keeps him.
Just like casually accepting that.
Of course.
Jesus Christ, what the fuck am I getting into?
Yeah.
This is the only time I've used that intro, by the way.
I got a fucking handgun, babe. Oh, I almost
Frickin'.
Frickin'.
You don't want the most wanted?
Really proud of that
But it's
joke, by the way.
most wanted.
Money.
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 We all love money here. By the way, you should subscribe using Twitch Prime. we're 12 minutes into the stream and I'm already chilling.
I'm not like you. I shit in my pants because I want to.
Same.
Not the same. I'm built
Look,
different.
if I want to shit my pants, I'm allowed to, okay?
I have the freedom as an American citizen.
No idea why he did that in mic chat, by the way.
Oh, content!
Oh yeah.
It's like the only time he talks in game.
He's down. What was that? It's just like a lot of gibberish. I think he's trying to become a sim or something.
Doodle Bob.
Yeah, Poimanoi, looking at.
I just got sniped at.
Oh, my aim is so bad.
Careful.
Break down into the balcony. Oh my
That I like from the first time playing with you, I kind of got a vibe of like you like guns and you like military, that kind of stuff, because you were like using all these terms like break down and like I'm gonna swoop over here.
It's a language. It's a language. I mean, when you're in this and it's high speed, like you absolutely have to revert to it because people. It's quick. It's easy. It's for a reason. You know, it's people understand it when you're in it.
Definitely.
And with Daffy, he and I are very good together, but at the same time, it's like fucking oil and water, dog.
Yeah.
Running with Daffy in multiplayer, not just Warzone, but multiplayer.
Oh yeah, no, you're like it all everywhere basically.
Oh, good flank, Daffy. Good flank.
There's one edit that I really like is I'll just go back and do it real quick.
Alright, be advised, you may be going in.
Because like we like pop off a little bit here.
Yo, we are popping off right now.
Yeah, we cleared this whole block like two or three times over.
And I like Daffy goes yeah. So I put,
Yo, we are popping off right now.
Just like I needed to put that in.
Yeah.
Oh, good flank, Daffy. Good flank.
Damn.
Good shit, boys.
Nice fucking fight. Yo, we're good. Was
Till we
Redbeard
get
the one I was
mopped
having in
shortly after.
In Daffy's.
Yeah, she was-
Yes.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so you had been in chat before and you were like freaking going on a rant, dude. Like, you were going crazy.
Oh, no.
So it wasn't like 100% the first time we had talked, because I think you'd been in chat and yeah, you were like ranting like crazy. And yeah. Oh, the pickle juice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I'll pause for a second because
You sly dog, you caught me monologuing.
Yeah. Like I like knew that you were a bit of a ranter from Daffy.
The pre-briefing, yeah.
And because I think you were in chat before and you were like ranting about something. So I was like, yeah, this guy's gonna rant at some point. So obviously I make like a little joke about that. Like I think at this point I'm still slightly trying to gauge like how you are. But this is definitely like the first time we hopped in a call and were like chatting and stuff, so And in this bit, we were like talking about
Like
pickle
the
juice,
gallon
and I was like,
pickle
I'd never heard of it before, so I was so confused.
Top, like tier 1 electrolyte city.
Okay, I will
You will
say.
never cramp ever.
I'm back.
So, did you ever find your pickle juice? Like, did you ever find more pickle juice?
Yes, I bought 5 gallons of it.
What the fuck did I just walk back into?
Uh,
Did y'all ever buy your pickle juice? Yeah, I got 5
Okay.
gallons of it.
There is a specific brand in Texas, and I don't know, it's just my favorite tasting. Like, the pickles are great, but the juice is better.
I'd never
Tastes
heard of
like
the
it.
concept of buying pickle juice before, by the way.
Absolutely.
So I was so
It was a-
confused.
it was a new thing to me too, not realizing that they sold it in gallons.
Yeah.
Oh, dog.
Oh, let me tell
During
you,
summertime.
like, you drink too much of it, you're gonna have a bad time.
As I'm ordering now, my first smell like pickle juice.
I still don't know what I said then. Oh, but here's...
Oh, I love this edit. Oh, I love this. Boom. He looks like a child.
He
So
does.
young. Hell yeah.
So I was like screaming at him. Like I muted my mic like on the recording, but I was like screaming at him like, "You gotta hold it up! You gotta hold it up! You gotta say hell yeah!"
Oh my god.
I was giving like live direction.
I thought
Sure,
you were
covering.
Funnily enough, I got you to do one for the best of 2021.
Oh yeah.
And I slipped that clip in somewhere. And I'm so happy that you both did it at that point. I was like, hell yeah, dude! I'm getting people to do it. I didn't need to give you direction.
Oh
I was
my
like, dude,
God.
I want you to sit down, get on camera, chug a whole fucking pickle juice, you know. And you delivered.
there. Alright.
Always.
Got one shoot.
If I'm gonna do a recording, I got a full send.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Got him.
I think this was like the first
Shit.
intense
Another
fight we
one.
had on
We
the
got more
stream.
guys up
Yep,
the
more
hill,
guys
about
coming in.
west.
Like this,
Yes.
this was genuine like a
Team.
pinch. This
Got eyes
was.
on.
Alright.
Get fucking
Get
melted,
fucked, bro.
shitbag.
I have the raw, that fucking heavy 338
Like,
LMG.
literally
Mm.
We had
loaded.
posted up on the second floor. They're pushing towards the ground floor. And dog, you can hear me in the background just laying on it.
Yeah.
And dude, y'all had close game, and I'm trying to hold down at like a third or fourth party trying to push us.
Mm.
And I'm melting guys across the road. Y'all are holding it down, it's close security. Like, dude, we had this shit on lock. It was
Yeah.
easily one of my favorite fucking runs.
Still really upset that this grate is not bullet penetrable.
Oh yeah.
That's why I was
yeah,
shooting him because I
yeah.
was like, why am I not getting like I can see him like right there, you know? But that is not bullet penetrable. Like I shot about 2 bullets worth of killing him into him, but yeah, it's not bullet penetrable, so I just didn't get the kill.
One's still inside, one's out.
Got one down, but I'm dead.
Ugh.
Good shit.
That was good.
It took that dude
Oh,
for
fuck.
fucking
I got
ever
fucked.
to get you.
This is one of my favorite bits.
Oh no.
By the way,
You ain't got enough money, brother.
I'm just fucking with them.
I think you just won the gulag, so you're trying to just like survive.
Bravo 6 going dark.
Watch your corners.
You can even
I did
take
not
it out
watch
or
my
let it
corners.
pass. It's your call.
It's your call.
Both of those dudes were posted up,
I know.
ready to fuck, and I was
Damn.
not ready.
I
For
love
it.
that moment. You're like the little hesitation. You're like trying to hype yourself up, and then they just
Yeah.
like whack the door open and start firing.
There's someone here.
I hear it.
Oh yeah, and you were talking about
I hear
the song on
Yeah.
the beeps
Yeah.
in the helicopter.
There's some of those songs where all
Yep.
you have to do is play one piano note, just one.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah, like
And
that,
it sets the tempo for the entire song.
like that fucking piano
When I
key.
was
A young boy, my father.
I'm so glad that synced up like at the time that it did, because like it's really hard to sync up singing on Discord, isn't it?
Yeah.
But that synced up, so I was really happy with that.
there.
Okay.
You will watch your career with great interest.
All right, Master Oogway. The fuck?
That was Palpatine.
Oh, Palpatine. Sorry. They're pretty much the same thing.
Oh my
Wait,
god.
what?
Unlimited peaches. Unlimited zen.
Oh. This room.
Panic.
Oh,
They won't
you
find
get
me
close
in
quarters
bed
in this, don't
if
you?
I get under the covers.
No, this is something else.
I don't know any of like the ponies. Mainly because I don't trust people who legitimately are obsessed with My Little Pony.
If you got the pony jar on top of the radiator.
Oh
Stop.
no.
What's the
Oh,
Explain.
stop.
You've never heard of the pony jar?
No.
Stop.
Do explain. Explain.
You don't want to know.
It'll be funny.
Oh.
So there was this dude that had a jar, and he had a jar and it had like the pink pony, I think it was, Pinkie Pie. Yeah, that's its name. And ejaculated into the jar with said Pinkie Pie figure inside of the jar.
His goal was to fill
to
His
fill it.
goal was to fill the jar.
But he left it on top of his radiator, and it spoiled.
It boiled the
Oh.
coup.
You put down
Hold
an
on.
action figure, and then you put down a jar next to it, and then that's the meme. No, do not, no.
Yeah, so this is we were talking
Cross
about
the
it, and
bridge.
then I start getting like,
So
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm dead. I'm straight up dead.
you're
17.
at the
Yeah.
fucking last circle,
yeah.
Would it be the
needing to
worst?
lock in. We're talking about cum jars.
I was trying to do a request to redeployment.
And then we both go silent.
Yeah, I'm like, I ain't fucking that.
He's not.
This is a solid little hold down too.
He's gonna keep marking her though.
You did get fucked by the circle. You were across the road, downhill. They
Yeah.
had nothing but bush and tree cover.
What did
That
I
was just
say?
that was
I think that
rough.
was the last guy as well.
I still cracked
No, it
him.
wasn't. No.
Yeah, you did.
At 200 followers, I'll do a booby reveal.
I'm approaching
Where we at
500
now?
now.
We're about to say where we at now. True.
We ain't over 480. What?
At 500, I'll do
A titty reveal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do the dogs.
I think I made a joke
No
about
socks.
it. No socks. I think I made a joke after I did hit 200 that I got a picture of like a blue-footed booby and put that on
Oh
stream.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
I
my
was just like,
god.
there's my booby. There we go. But that's false advertisement because I don't actually own any boobies. So 500 tits.
A what? What?
A booby
That's another bird.
Oh yeah,
too.
there we
That's
go.
another
There
bird.
it is. Hey, Redbeard,
Fine.
keep that to yourself. By the way, keep that to yourself.
Oh my god.
Migratory bird pictures.
Exactly. I have birds. Would you like to view things that are related to them?
500
Would you like
tits.
to know more? Let's do hit Google Images. Please stand by.
Me, 13 years old on the family computer, boobies.
Oh, with the
Don't
Classic.
tell my parents, but I googled boobies on the Googles.
mom went to go grab groceries, hopped on the family computer, Googled images.
Boobies.
Naked ladies.
Butts.
Why is the computer so slow?
I don't know why there's a virus on the computer, Mama. It just happened.
There's a pop-up.
It was a pop-up, I swear.
This is when I like. This is kind of where I've started to gauge what your humor level is like, because like we started joking about like sex stuff here, like really just like rude, crude sex stuff, and now we like do it all the time.
Do something in 60 seconds. I didn't
Yeah.
believe him.
You won't last 30 seconds. What do you mean?
I'm great at video games.
Yeah.
This is like quick, innit? It's like a man. Like, yeah, I'm a man. I'll go come in 30 seconds.
You won't last 35. Well, I broke
Well, shit,
my
brother.
personal best I proved them wrong. I still feel like shit.
Post-nut clarity is the worst, bro.
The chemical balance in your brain's just like, well, that was nice for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Now I just feel like shit.
It's shooting all the dopamine into your brain, and then it's like, oh, by the way, we have no more dopamine left.
You want to be sad?
They're kind of starting to get shit
Here we
on
go.
now, which is awesome.
Yeah.
People are starting to turn around and bite back, and that's fucking. It's.
Oh, he started. Everyone strap in.
You got me. I fucking knew it. You're gonna get me on a fucking.
Cue the clip of Syndrome. You caught me monologuing.
You caught me monologuing, dog.
You sly dog! You got me monologuing. I can't.
Oh my god.
You're both ginger as well.
They're on their hill.
So it works.
Yep.
Oh, one more. Good shit.
He's down.
Oh,
The
what a
one
shot.
Daffy, you had some sniper.
I used to be good at Warzone.
Oh my lord. Yeah, top.
Oh dog, I haven't touched Warzone.
No, I
so
haven't.
Fucking long. Okay, here recently,
Shot.
Two
Oh,
of
yeah,
them
he's got
cracked.
I've been getting in multiplayer on Modern Warfare 3,
Yeah.
trying to gear up for Black Ops 6. So, I don't know, we may need to run it back.
We may. I really want to do a search stream with you.
He's top.
Oof.
Like the
Ooh.
gang, me, you, and Daffy do a search stream.
There's only
He's
one
down,
left.
he's down.
God, well, what sucks is like a bunch of the maps. I have no fucking clue what the maps are anymore. Used to callouts were fucking, they were just golden. Like we knew where everything was, but now we're probably dog shit at search.
Phase video games.
Oh yeah, we were joking about FaZe like going public at that time.
Oh god, yeah.
Totally didn't date
I think
it.
it's safe to say that people in general are fucking stupid.
Oh, absolutely.
Redbeard, did you know there's a place?
But for me personally,
Oh,
I think this
don't
video
know what
falls
city
off
it is.
really hard.
Minnesota, like Gaylord.
Like around this point.
Yeah, and like up the road, we go like up.
Like
the
I'm just
road,
not I'm not as happy with it as I am like with the first,
like,
you know, like the
Wolverine is
first
on top of
bit.
Gaylord.
Right.
Wolverine is confirmed Dom.
Well, how long? Okay, how long is this video in general?
It's-
What's the?
This video is 15 minutes, and it's
15
after
minutes.
about the 10-minute mark. I'm like, it's not as good.
Well, yeah, that's kind of how like get your best moments in the 10-minute frame. Cause,
Yeah.
I don't know, with how everyone is nowadays, like the attention span. Like,
Yeah,
shit, you
definitely.
see it in TikToks all the time now. They have to have a fucking wood carving video next to a different video, which is
Yeah.
I think that is the dumbest shit, the absolute worst. And okay, that's just coming from me. I'm sure it actually helps other people who have actual attention deficit problems.
Yeah.
But at the same time, holy shit, dog, lock it in. You're on your fucking phone. You're watching 6-second videos, and you still need something to
Yeah, that
grab your attention.
that's
Come
a
on.
bit ridiculous. Like, if I'm watching a long video on YouTube and I am not interested in it anymore, I'll just not watch it, you know? But, like, if there's a TikTok and it's, like, 6 seconds long, like, oh, okay, that was garbage, and then I'll just move on. Like, yeah. Maybe I should just start putting, like, Subway Surfers on my videos.
Oh, my God. Jesus. What? Okay, we're joking about it now, but watch it actually, like, ramps up your analytics. Like,
Yeah.
searches, you get 100+ followers. Just like, oh, her content, you really stay locked in on it. It's crazy.
Yeah. I might, as a joke, just, like, set up another completely different channel, unrelated to me, like, no branding or anything like that, and just put Subway Surfers next to all of my videos.
Oh, my God.
One's down.
Do the experiment.
Oh yeah,
The-
that's
No fucking way, bro. There's no. What? That fucking worked. Oh, bouncing
Oh.
That's a lot of fucking loot.
Get some. Oh my god, I can't push this yet.
I can't believe this is, like, an era where I was, like, so totally into, like, using the
They call that
bolties.
semen in my country.
Fuck.
What the fuck?
Fucking
What did I say?
I can't push this yet. I gotta get fucking ammo.
Oh, fucking ammo, right?
They call that semen in my country.
Fuck. I ain't got
Fucking ammo.
It's true, though. It is fucking ammo, isn't it?
Okay, I will.
Whoa, whoa,
Oh
whoa!
my
just
God.
from the yellow house.
Gotta
the yellow
reload
house.
for 5 minutes. Yeah, so this is why I want to do a search stream with you, because this is the first time we played this game together, or played any game together at all. And I was not prepared for what was to come in this search, but it was amazing.
Oh. Dude, me and Daffy
Bro.
go the fuck off.
Like you're a little butthurt on that one.
We had to leave Discord as well and just only talk in game as well.
Yep.
Which is probably you guys are not okay. You're not doing okay, dog. It's okay to go talk to your counselor.
You need to go talk to your counselor.
Swamp ass.
Oh my god.
You are terrible.
I know, yeah.
Whoa, is that the one whose fucking feelings we hurt? The American done pissed you off? Did I hurt your feelings? Are you okay? You want me to hug you? I will hug you, dog. You need me to go ahead and I'll kiss you right on the mouth. Swear to God, I'll kiss you on the mouth.
Remove. Dog, okay. One of the things with me and Daffy is we won't start it.
Yeah.
But when someone lights that match,
that was
we fucking we stay on them.
Yeah.
They'll, like, you fucking garbage. It can be complete fucking silence for the first 4 or 5 rounds. No one's talked. But as soon as someone says something, the hounds get unleashed. We had got to a point to where we had go-to sayings, like Daffy, bless him, he'd start trying to go a little bit. You only get so much time on that leaderboard screen, which is like what, 2-3 seconds sometimes.
Definitely.
You got to get a whole line out before then. Well, with some of the ones, the clapbacks that Daffy had, they were just a little bit too long, so he'd start the first part of the joke, but the punchline would land while we're in our team.
Yeah.
Getting ready for the next round. And it just, and I was like, come on, dog. You gotta cut it down. You gotta do it. You gotta deliver quicker.
Yeah.
But the faster he would deliver these long lines, they'd get tripped over, or they just wouldn't. I don't know. You need time to set them up. So those long leaderboard, we had it down to the trash talk to an art form.
Yeah.
To where I'm pretty sure we were getting reported frequently.
Oh well, you say that I never used to be like that. I'm like, oh, that guy's just being a dick, whatever.
Yeah.
Get rid of him. But I've been playing a lot of Sea of Thieves, and I don't know if you've noticed that, but I have been. People who watch my stream definitely know that I play a lot of Sea of Thieves currently. As of recording, and I've very much taken on that same kind of mentality as you when you're playing COD. It's like, hey, I won't start it, but if you start it, I'm just gonna be as petty and I will start it right back. So
the only way to defeat terrorism is with equal and greater terrorism.
That is America, right there.
We will ramp it up when it comes to the trash talk. Yeah, with you and Sea of Thieves, dog. Yeah. Oh my god, I want to I don't want to jump in on. I want to, but at the same time I don't.
Right. Okay.
Sea of Thieves with your other crew.
Yeah.
That's y'all's.
Yeah.
And I don't want to that's your crew. We have the Pickle Patrol, and fuck, I love Sea of Thieves, but
well, man,
I feel like you need to have these different groups, and that group vibes with you so well, when it comes to the crew, the sailing and everything.
Yeah.
It's
but man, there's no harm in just being like, hey, I want to play Sea of Thieves, because Kai, who I play Sea of Thieves with as well, they're very much of the hey, we me and Kai will just go off and we'll do our own thing, and I'll board and Kai will sail and that kind of thing. But we're not opposed to having other people. It's the only thing that we would want is that you would pull your weight a little bit. So you'd find your role, and then Kai's a sailor, right? So they're usually on the wheel. So they would really appreciate if we were brigging, for example. You would run and help reposition the sails, something like that. If you're just standing there, then me and Kai are just like, eh. But if you're like getting involved in the fights and the sailing, then like we totally would want to play with you. Like I can even throw a suggestion out to
Kai's role was my role in our group.
Yeah.
It got to the point to where, sometimes no one was doing the rigging. I'm at the helm. I'm sailing, and it gets to a point to where I'm like, I tell them like, hey, we get into a high speed combat situation. I tell them, all of y'all fucking get after it and board. I've got the rigging.
Yeah.
So I'll set the wheel, run off, go fucking, do the rigging on anything brig or smaller.
Yeah.
And, I had that shit on lock and it was handled.
Mm.
So
well, that would actually be quite interesting because like usually Kai has back sail, but sometimes like if we're in a storm or something, Kai will be like, I need someone to sort the sails for me. Can someone hop on middle? Or sorry, can someone hop on front?
That wheel goes crazy.
Yeah. So like if that's what you say you are on Sea of Thieves, then we totally want to have a go. I totally want to have a go on Sea of Thieves with you. A bit of an aside though. I kind of want to ask you, what was your first impression of me when we started playing and started doing stuff together?
First impression, I don't know. You got to keep in mind that the cultures are different, but I loved the idea of, this is just, from a small town kid.
Yeah.
The world of firearms and high speed, that's all this stuff. The way that Daffy gave me that quick little profile of you, the British left-leaning yada yada yada.
Yeah.
And here we are playing fucking Warzone, and you're high speed, and I'm sitting here thinking like, was he right? Did he gauge her right? Because the way I was looking at it was completely different from what he gave me.
Yeah.
And just from our banter, I mean, you fell right into it. It wasn't reserved. It wasn't, the classic walking on eggshells kind of banter. It was just with the boys, just talking bullshit with the boys. And here I was pleasantly surprised. I was like, fuck yeah, let's do more of that. That was fucking fun.
Yeah.
And overall, it was just, well, new friend.
Yeah.
Yep, new friend. Absolutely. I liked her. She's fun. That was fucking fun. That was badass.
Yeah, definitely.
Pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. That's good. Because we not only have we played Warzone, but we've done other projects together as well. So another notable project that we kind of did. So I did a charity stream like a couple months after that. And so we did like Warzone 2.0, where it was me, you, Zach, and Daffy, I think. So Zach was involved in that one, and that was on the new Warzone map that I think had just dropped. And I remember playing that, but we also played Red Dead on that same stream. We did Gartic Phone. We did what else did we do?
You went for 24 fucking hours, dog.
Yes.
Like, that was a long stream for you.
Yeah, and I quite enjoyed like having that. So I'm currently planning on doing another one. So I've done one 12-hour charity stream. I've done two 24-hour charity streams. And when I hit 500, little self-plug, but I'm going to do another 24-hour stream. And for the second one, I did something a little bit different. But for the first 24-hour one, I specifically like went out of my way to like schedule all of it. And I was basically like, I'm on these slots, right? So I'm going to be doing a Warzone slot. I'm going to be doing a Red Dead slot. I'm going to be doing a Gartic Phone slot. I went and like planned it out. And obviously it didn't go 100% as it should have on the day. But I did really like that, like, I'd like, okay, cool. I just have to like get through this like 3-hour slog here. But then like I've got other people chilling out with me in a couple hours, so I did really like that. And then we started the Pickle Patrol stuff specifically. So that's me, you, Daffy, and Wind. and that's when we like proper like started getting like the gang together. Like that's when the Pickle Patrol like 100% started, and we were like, okay, cool, let's do Phoenix. I feel like we were doing stuff before that, or we were just like getting the group together, but our first big thing that we did together was Phoenix.
No, yeah, that was I think that was when we had preset that foundation of the, like, you know, your Texas boys, the Pickle Patrol, and that's the project that we all just we kept building on top of when it came to that group.
Yeah. And I kind of had always wanted to do visual novel stuff, but I don't want to sit there and do all the voices myself.
Right.
So I was like, I need people involved in this kind of thing. Like I want to play Phoenix right, but if I'm just sitting there doing all of the different voices, I'm gonna like absolutely shred my voice. So excuse me. So I was like, I'm gonna get the boys in. I'm gonna bring in the Texas boys to help me out. And I mean, just you personally, what are your like Pickle Patrol highlights?
Oh Jesus. Oh man, I'm trying to think. Like, a lot of it has been just has been Phoenix Wright. The DDLC, that's remains a fun project.
Yeah.
But overall, like, I'm just trying to think. We've done so fucking many,
and
I think a lot of our best stuff has been Phoenix Wright, because that definitely. Shit. We've been getting. I know I get fucking lost in the actual investigations of it all.
Yeah.
Like, we're trying to figure it out from all the stuff, but just from the goofy banter when it comes to our characters, and then we, the cast members, start going off on our bullshit. I don't know. It just brings a ridiculous energy.
Yeah.
The game is ridiculous.
Yeah.
But our group, when we're on it, oh dog.
Yeah, we literally invented our own little storylines to go alongside the actual story. So like, we invented a fictional boyfriend for Maya based on just a little guy in the background, you know.
Yeah.
Like I love those little side things that we go on. So like in Doki Doki, we end up doing like this really stupid gag with the Pepsi cans and stuff, and just being like, oh, okay, now Monica's like some kind of trash diving panda, and she's like a maniac.
Trash diving piss fetish, just control. Like, is the most proper, pristine, and maintained of the group ends up being the most unhinged.
Yeah, I kind of love that though. Like, she doesn't fit in, but yeah, because I'm currently like editing the Doki Doki Literature Club stuff now, and I know it's been a while since we actually did play it, but I've just got so many projects, man, you know. But like technically as well, the Pickle Patrol is also included in the D&D stuff, like that I'm doing for the Sunset Sea.
Yeah.
And although we have Shuki in there as well, the main people I went to first was you guys, and I was like, would you be interested? Also for a fact that I was getting frustrated with Daffy a bit, being like, oh, I can't DM, and I'm like, I want to play D&D, man. So I was like, right, that's it. I'm making my own D&D. You know, I'm gonna like do a little pirate thing because I love pirates. And I got you guys involved, and yeah, I also got Shuki involved as well. But like, you guys were like the first. Like, I know you all play D&D. So that was such an easy, like, do you guys want to play D&D with me?
All of us falling into it, that was easy. That was, I mean, that's how I met those guys, was through D&D. You know, prior to all of us, you know, us meeting you and all that.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know who Daffy was until, let's see, I want to say that whole group. I didn't know them until 2016 or 17, I think.
Yeah.
I was a bouncer at a bar, and one of the other bouncers was like, "Hey, dog, you know what D&D is? I was like, yeah, I mean, I've heard about it. Want to try it out a little bit.
Yeah.
So after a shift, he'd still be on. We'd be on a shift. It'd be a slow day, and I'd get me a few double whiskey waters and sit down, and he'd run me through like no, we didn't have a paper, no nothing or anything like that. He just says, okay, what do you want to be? Oh, ranger human or whatever. Runs me through the quick little hypothetical. All right, you're this guy, you have a bow, you're in a forest. That classic little setup. And I run through it, and I'm like, dog, I love writing.
Yeah.
But being a character, I've played, we've played, Fallout and games where your choices matter. This was it was familiar, but it was new to me, and I'm all about trying out the new things.
Yeah,
change is weird for me, but this is one of those things I like.
Definitely.
And then I met the group, and dog, I fell in love with them. Like the group is just, it's it's the same but extremely diverse when it comes to people.
Definitely.
And being introduced to you and your community.
Very nice.
It was the same deal.
Yeah.
Just this huge group of extremely diverse people that it just felt natural.
Yeah.
Like you DMing, which has been fucking phenomenal so far.
Yo, really?
Like, oh, dude. Well, fuck you. I mean, we're pushing what? What's your standard? What's your average runtime for a session?
I like to aim for like 3 hours. Like that's usually
like is that what we end up with at the end of the day?
Oh, actually, I'm not sure. I can just check that real quick though. Because I'm not entirely 100% sure. 3.5 hours, 4 hours.
Yep.
Yeah.
4 hours. And how quick does that go by?
It goes by really quickly.
Because we are so engaged in your way of storytelling as characters in the story, the way you've got it wrote out, and this is for DMs everywhere.
Yeah.
DMing is not easy.
No, I'm freaking out the whole time.
Yeah, you're having to take care. You have all the information in front of you, but you have to tell the story without giving too much information away by setting the theater of mind is great, but you have to explain that. You have to give them the small little building blocks to develop the world in their own mind.
Yeah.
And you've done exceptional at that.
Oh.
I mean, this is just fucking glazing you right now, but at the same time, like, dog, I don't know if anyone else is giving you this, but as a DM, props to you, dog. Like you're doing a great job, and I've been having a hell of a time in your sessions. Like shit, even after. I'm sending you like Ubek's my character for people listening. My character's backstory shit. Even after a session, I'm like, yeah, but this music, whenever it comes to this and this and this, and how much dialogue happens out of game to where we're like, okay,
yeah,
that was good. Like we have the after action.
Yeah, the come
just
down.
Kinda
yeah,
the breakdown.
The cigarette.
Like okay. That was fucking sick. How cool would it be? All right, yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. Here's the mentality behind my character's actions. Okay.
Yeah. I didn't know you felt that way, honestly, because like I've never DM'd before, so I'm like my inspiration to DM was A, I wanted to play more, and B was Baldur's Gate. I love the narrator in Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's really cool. I love the way that she would just like interject and be like, actually, you notice this and you notice this, and I'm like, oh, cool. So the
corpse regards you lifelessly.
Yeah, exactly. So I've tried to emulate that a little bit. But at the same time, I've never DM'd, and I have no idea if I'm like hijacking the session or if I'm like not doing enough or like so like I've got all these like things, so every time we finish I'm like, give me feedback, like I want to know, because like if I'm doing a good job I don't really hear much about it, but you guys go like, yo, cool, thanks, that was really good, and I'm like, yay, and I'm like, but what could I do to improve?
Well, it's okay with this day and age, it's hard to find people that you don't know personally. When you get into that group of friends, it's hard to find people who will break it down for you in a constructive manner.
Yeah.
Like everyone wants to be the yes man. Everyone wants to say you're doing great. You're doing a great job. No one wants to tell you where they'll give you the wins, but they won't give you your faults.
Yeah.
And I think as a first-time DM, your only faults are the faults of every single other DM trying to figure it out. Me, even as I've been DMing for a little while now, I still have a problem with knowing what moments need narrating. What say like your players go to the merchant and having to RP the merchant and all that stuff. Is this something like, does this have to take an hour, or can we just simply say you visit the merchant, you buy this, it's X amount of gold?
Yeah.
And then we move on to the real meat and potatoes of the story instead of you RPing the merchant, us having to go through the dialogue of the merchant. Then all of a sudden we're an hour and a half out.
Yeah.
And we've barely got out of town.
Yeah.
And that's me. Like this is me referring to stuff that I've done before because I love RPing NPCs, but I get lost in it to where I'm robbing the players of playtime in heavier scenarios.
Yeah.
That, invest in moments that deserve the cutscenes.
Yeah.
That's really the only thing. And you really don't even have that much of a problem with that because you, like we were saying, like the last time, hey, I want to buy these things. Okay, what did you buy? Gave you a list. You said, cool, that's 15 gold.
Yeah.
And that was it. That was like that. And I took a note from that saying, that's what I need to start fucking doing at this point.
Yeah.
It's great having the shops and the NPCs and their voices and backstory. It's great having all that shit. But at the end of the day, you still got a big fucking book to write and play out.
Yeah.
You can't be spending 5 sessions in one place, which is what I do. That's a problem. And I'm trying to fix that.
Well,
really,
that's good feedback. I like it. Thank you.
What do you think you could do better? As you personally, as a DM, what do you see with yourself? What are your notes? Self-reflection.
Yeah. I think for me, it would just be like, I don't want to get like too hung up on one place or one thing or anything like that. So like, we spent, was it like 3 sessions at Kids Hideaway? And I was really hoping to get out of Kids Hideaway by session 2, like in and out type thing. But actually, I kind of like, I can also kind of see the other side of it. Like, well, this is actually a new scenario. This is a new setting. This is a island that most of the crew haven't been on. So they're probably going to be like wanting to do stuff. And actually, there is stuff always going on everywhere. So I don't want to. I'm trying to like. I guess my struggle is finding a balance. Because I did want to, when I set out on the last session, I did want to send you off of the island, which is what we did at the end of the session.
Right.
But trying to find that balance. And also as well, like, the combat encounters, I really want to make fun combat encounters that are a little bit challenging. Obviously, like, I think that's for everyone who does DMing and stuff. But, like, I was a bit disappointed in myself that I actually hadn't gotten any combat settings set up before the session. Mainly because of I had to go to work and I had to be in the office, so I couldn't, like, use my lunch break to make one kind of thing, because I didn't have access to any of my tools. But it was, like, at that time, I was like, oh, God, I could really, like, fit one in here, basically. But I just, I just did not have, like, the time that day. And I was like, kind of beating myself up over here, because I'm like, I could have done it beforehand, but I just didn't,
That's just life. Life gets in the way. It is a constant fucking grind, bro. It's our hobbies and off time when they are creative intensive, when it comes to writing and DMing and all that stuff, to where you have to put all of your brain power. It has to completely hone in on that, telling the story and corralling all of us wild animals to go in the right fucking direction.
Yeah.
That's taxing. It is taxing.
That
And when you already have burned out at work, like, dog, I understand.
Yeah, that was one thing as well. Like, I gave Daffy a bit of a rinsing, like not on stream. It was just like not a rinsing. That sounds bad, but you know what I mean. Like, I had to have a talk with him and to say, man, please don't run off, because it got really difficult for me to like keep track of stuff. I'm like, yeah, I understand in character the character wanted to see obviously their crew again, but at the same time, it's like I'm new to this, man. It's really difficult, you know. Like I'm trying to guide you gently onto this path of trying to interrogate this Kingsman, and you go running off, and I'm like, God damn it, dude. So I gave.
See, as a DM, dog, it's okay. We as players need to keep that in mind. This is your first time DMing. Yeah. This goes both. You are DMing a group of guys who have been playing D&D for a very long time. So, you know, we need to understand this is your first time and to play ball.
Yeah, which is why I put out that like reminder at the start of the last session. I was like, guys, I love you all, but please don't run off in different directions, please. Like,
Daffy, I know you're listening to this right now. You do that shit in every fucking campaign that we play that you're not DMing. You run
Daffy's
off.
rebuttal was like, oh yeah, I was DMing once, and like all of the player characters were monks, and they had like loads of different things. I'm like, it sounds like you're threatening me right now. Like you're gonna unionize against me or something.
But to be fair, as a DM, I guess the devil's advocate here. Sure, yeah, Daffy runs off. But as a DM, having the content available and ready for free roam, or you know, the character that runs off to this other thing, then all of a sudden you're running 2 sessions at once. Yeah, that sucks. But if you can knock that out of the park, be like, hell yeah. But you need to also, we as players, and I know I keep breaking the fourth wall here, Daffy. You keep breaking away from the group and you find yourself alone again and again and again and again, you're going to get fucked.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah, Daffy.
Stop it.
And for me as well, my campaign is more about the roleplay side of things anyway, but I do want to add in obviously the variety of combat, you know, that kind of stuff. But I also want to I want to give a chance for each character in the session to have a little moment, you know. So with Galanoth, I gave Galanoth Law, the gun, and that was kind of Galanoth's moment. And then for you, for you, Redbeard / Ubek, I wanted to take a moment to actually pause everything and just be like, okay, now this is Ubek's moment. And then when Andy Pont was rinsing Lassie, that was Lassie's moment to actually kind of be like, well, actually, no, fuck you, you know? And I want, when...
That was good development. That was good development for her character.
And for, Heavy Metal, obviously, Heavy Metal wants to be the Fist of the Sea champion, so I wanted to give him that combat encounter, his moment, basically. So I'm really trying to, balance everyone having a moment, you know, at some point to be like, oh shit, you know, oh this is Ubek's time, you know, because that's something I worry about is I want everyone to have a go, you know.
Everyone gets a spotlight moment.
Yeah.
That is really difficult to do. The more players you have, the harder it gets.
Definitely.
And then all of a sudden you try to start balancing spotlight moments in a very short amount of time to where all of a sudden you know, a couple of players don't get touched.
Yeah, exactly.
For a session or two. And that's just that comes to us as players need to understand, all right, well, yeah, sure, we jumped in as a group of 6 or 7 or, you know, whatever.
Yeah.
The pace will slow.
Yeah.
Because it's just, that's how it goes with a bunch of characters and a bunch of dialogue and moments. But when we're all playing off of each other's events, it makes for fucking beautiful gameplay, you know? Daffy's character having that fucking beatdown session on the beach. That was his moment, and Ubek saw it.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I say Ubek. I saw it, and could have fucking, oh yeah, I'll execute him right here.
Yeah.
No. That dude's got to fucking he's got to do the drag out, knockout, fist fight in the sand.
Yeah.
We as players need to identify that. This is a moment where it's character development for him.
Yeah, definitely.
And I cannot stand. Now here I am going on a rant again. I can't stand when players rob each other of those moments.
For sure.
End of rant.
Yeah. So I really enjoyed obviously working with you, and like working on projects and stuff. But I'm gonna give you a little monologue moment now, actually, and I want you to talk about what kind of projects that you're doing, just both personally, online, anything that you want to talk about. Obviously, give yourself a little plug as well, and also. This is I don't know what this is going to be called, this series. I don't know. I was thinking about calling it Chat and That, because that's my intermission screen's name. You know, when I do like a little chat with like chat, and I'm like, hey, it's Chat and That, you know. So I was thinking of like just calling it that, and this is very like podcasty vibes, isn't it? But it's obviously not a podcast. But I want you to like talk about your like stuff that you're working on or have been working on, or just have a bit of a rant, really, have a bit of a ramble.
There was a oh, gosh dang it. You're saying you don't know what to call it.
Yeah. There's
a show where this interviewer would interview celebrities. It's not Larry King. It was like, it's like Inside the Actor's Studio or something like that. Right. To where the celebrities would come in, and this very calm, collected interviewer, non-biased at all, would ask very good questions and, have them reach into their lives and all this stuff. Yeah. So it wasn't late night talk show shit. It was an actual sit down interview, but not, like a quick segment.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if you do this with other people, it's kind of like that. Inside the player's pickle. I don't know.
Inside the player's pickle.
I don't know, dog. Like, getting to know the players. Like, it's...
Yeah.
You're going to be getting 1-2 hour stints of just us getting to know,
Yeah.
our relationship and what's going on. But regarding... projects, I mean, I've got my shop. Like I said, if this is a plug moment.
Yeah.
Tavern Fire. TAVERNFIRE. One word, Tavern Fire.
A bit of a dig to me, Etsy. But
I'm saying, like, just, hey. Tavern Fire at Etsy. That's where I do my shirts. But that project has been passive.
Yes.
As a bunch as right now has been kind of a lot of projects have hit a zero speed.
Right, I see, yeah.
In a self-development period right now. I'm just trying to be a dad.
Yeah.
Trying to be a good dad. Trying to maintain, trying to keep my head on straight.
Yeah, cause that was something I noticed. Like I was editing some of the Doki Doki stuff today, and there was a bit where, like, because we do like plugs at the start of a series, like we did with Phoenix and Doki Doki, and you were like, "I'm gonna start streaming again soon," and it's like, I don't think Redbeard's streamed that much since, so like, I completely like see that as well. But I get what you're doing.
Well, I think it comes from. Every time I say that, it's something that I want to do, but at the same time, my son's getting older and he's getting more high speed.
Yeah.
All these different places, and my wife has a very big job. I'm not gonna say too much in the
you'll find
recording here, but like her job it's high level.
Yeah.
Well, it's not high level. Okay. It kind of put into perspective where I sit.
Yeah.
And I can't, we as people cannot, and just me telling myself this has been kind of a a self mantra lately. I cannot compare myself to other people because no matter what, you only get bad outcomes, bad answers, bad. Can't compare your victories with other people's victories because the value of those things are different per person.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a good husband, support my wife with her job. Trying to be a good dad, support my son with his development, and trying to maintain household. And it started affecting my brain to where I was saying, okay, well, you don't do. This is me talking to this is that inner the war in my mind.
Yeah, sure.
To go a little deeper here, it's me telling myself, okay, dog, you haven't done near enough to be successful enough to sit here and strive with your other projects. Lock in, focus on one, and try to make that one better.
Yeah.
So streaming got put on the back burner.
Yeah, definitely.
I was doing great. I was having a blast, but then all of a sudden, if you are not there mentally, you're not there mentally in stream.
100%. Yeah.
You're gonna try and sit there for 2 to 3 to 4 hours entertaining for all that whole time, and you're already mentally smoked.
Yeah.
Exhausted, and the last thing you want to do is entertain for people. People see that. They can see that in the first 10 seconds. They can see it in your mannerisms, everything like that. So why put on the mask and, why rob my community of genuine moments when I'm just filling it with fake filler of,
definitely.
just talking to talk? No, dog. I guess that's not necessarily that was me in my head.
Yeah.
The counter to that, get it. You are doing it, dog. You fight through the shade, the shadow, the storm in your brain, and you fight through it and you get it done. And that's awesome to fucking see.
Well, that's good, but I 100% empathize with you because they're especially if work is garbage or I've got other stuff I just need to do or I'm actually trying to have a social life. It sometimes is really difficult just to have to turn on a stream and entertain because some days I just feel absolutely I've been roasted. I've just been slapped on a grill for a day and I've come back and I'm tired and sometimes I just don't want to stream and I've trying to I've been in that mindset for a lot of this year actually not to make it about myself because obviously this is your bit to go off.
This is us as creators.
Yeah. But it's
go off.
I do 100% empathize with that because I have to turn on a metaphorical camera and go, oh shit, look, funny, haha, look, oh, boobies, some days,
right?
And it seems a bit silly, but some days I just don't feel like doing that,
Yep. I have a question for you.
Oh yeah.
How has turning? Okay, we're gamers.
We are gamers, yeah.
Games are an escape for us, in a sense.
Yeah.
How has turning? We've taken this thing to where we've had a hard day at work. We, the grind through everyday life. We have this escape to go to just get lost in it. Game. It's a whole new world. We get to turn off all the worries of today and all that shit. We just look away from it and we game and get lost in it for several hours.
Yeah.
But then all of a sudden, as creators and entertainers, which is what we are, we turn our escape into another grind.
Yeah.
How has that affected your gaming? Your time to be just yourself, get away from the daily grind, when all of a sudden it becomes a job.
Yeah.
Has it affected you on your off time?
Definitely, yeah. In terms of gaming, I mean, I do gaming outside of streaming. I'm playing Sea of Thieves almost every day right now, but right. I do that with Kai to chill out or I do get it like, if I'm feeling very unproductive and I'm sitting there playing a game just for my own pleasure, then I'm like, oh goddamn, I could be recording this, I could be streaming this, you know, like, but it ebbs and flows, right? So it's like, sometimes I'm really like, there's no point in playing games because I want to stream it, or like, there are some games I have not played yet simply because I've been reserving it to stream it at some point. But there are games like Sea of Thieves, or like, you know, just I think I was playing through Shadow of Mordor, just like completely away from streaming, and so I'm still trying to find a balance, but I've not been too bad with a question mark. Again, some days are just like, oh god, I could be streaming this, and then other days I'm just like, I'm just playing a game, I'm just trying to enjoy myself, you know.
Yeah.
And there are some games where, like, I was intending to do like a whole series, like, of streaming it. Like, I basically streamed all of Red Dead Redemption 2. You know, I've basically streamed all of TTYD, although I've yet to finish that. And there are some games which I've started on stream, and because of the way, like, it was received by, you know, the community, like, people just weren't interested in watching it, or like, I just felt like it just wasn't, I wasn't like jiving with it. So like, 2 examples, the Yakuza games. I know you shouldn't look at the numbers, but I barely pull any kind of viewership or chatters when I'm playing those kind of games. Right. And when I was playing Celeste, that it was at the other end where I wasn't really vibing with it. But I know that if I play it offline, I'll be a bit like better, because Celeste is a very input heavy game. You have to be like on the clock, you know. And maybe I was just having a bad day, but I just wasn't getting it, you know. I just wasn't feeling it. So there are games I have dropped, or that I want to do for stream, you know. And so again, I'm trying to find that balance. Because yeah, sometimes I just want to play a game and not stream, and sometimes all I want to do is stream, you know.
There was something I heard. This is like a podcast or some kind of self-help thing catered toward creators. You like what you just said with those couple of games where you weren't feeling it, or the numbers, you know, reflected viewers weren't here for it.
Yeah.
That is numbers from you starting out. There are some games where you're not gonna rake in. And we do it to have fun. We do it to play. We do it to entertain. Exactly. But when we're not hitting any of those boxes on what we're playing, there's no reason. Like, we don't have to finish that game or finish that series right now. Yeah. When your viewership keeps coming in, all your followers gets bigger. You become an actual, like, you're in the, like, when you're at the starting block, the first chapter. This might be a game that you can hit later on down the road.
Yeah, definitely.
When you get into the 4 or 5 digit viewerships, you know, it's not saying, "Oh man, you know, it's just not working out." It didn't work out.
Yeah.
No, it's not working out right now.
Yeah.
In the current time, because what I saw was times of the year can absolutely affect viewership.
Yeah, 100%.
Winter, you're going to see a bump in analytics.
Yeah.
Everyone is staying inside. The outside activities, the work, all the just staying, you know, winter keeps people inside, keeps people on their phones, keeps people watching.
Definitely.
Summer, hard to get projects done from a streaming point of view, because people are so active outside and trying to get shit trying to get shit done. And that's just the hard, like, there's off seasons and on seasons when it comes to streaming content. Which that's just something that I've noticed in turn when it came to creating.
100% as well. Like, I agree with that. On the first year that I streamed, like, properly, like, as in, like, properly, was 2021, and I started in Feb, and like, got decent viewership for starting out. You know, I was getting like 4 or 5 viewers, and I was like, hell yeah, dude, this is great. And then, like, the summer came, and I was, like, averaging, like, 1 or 2, you know? And I was like, oh, my God, like, what have I done? Have I ruined it, you know? But actually, like, when it came back around to the autumn, to the winter, and those numbers started going up again, I was like, oh shit, okay. And I've actually been quite good this year in terms of my analytics. I don't know if that's because I've been streaming less, so I feel a bit more exclusive or not. I don't know. But, like, I've actually been able to maintain, like, a pretty decent average over the summer. So it's like, I'm not feeling as bad, but I 100% see the dip. Because, like, yeah, even for me personally, like, I've been going out, I've been trying to enjoy the sun, I've been going to the office, I've been trying to meet up with friends, you know, like, I 100% get why the cycle is there, you know, because I take part in it, you know?
It's not just, you know, it's not just creators trying to, you know, we have our lives that we're living, and the daily grind and the, you know, the good times, the bad times. That's like, we are all, you know, our viewers are the same way.
Yeah.
They're having to deal through their stuff. They're having to go through their things. And there's content that's going to bring in some viewers, and then other content that will bring in other viewers. Yeah. If you notice, like, some games will have this crowd roll in to watch.
Yeah.
Other games will have this crowd roll in to watch. And like you said, you know, you can't watch the numbers, just play to play.
Yeah, exactly.
Fuck, sometimes there's a game where I really don't want to, like, I just don't want to subject, this is me being selfish, but I don't want to subject myself to a game that I don't feel like playing right now. But at the same time, the viewers are like, when are you going to finish that? When I fucking feel like it.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm not feeling like it, goddammit.
And for me as well, there's just so many projects that I want to do, and so many games I want to play, and like I've still got projects on the back burner because I'm waiting for something. Like I started in 2022 a permadeath per act run of The Last of Us Part 2, right? And I was fucking loving it. I was coming up with my own little strats. I was like, you know, figuring out what the best things to do are. And then I get to Act 3 on Abby's side, and Act 3 is an absolute gauntlet. Like, and I was dying at the end of Act 3, so I had to read, like, it'd take me a whole stream just to get there, you know? Like, 2 hours to get there. And I'd die because, you know, it's basically like, if you don't do it right, you die. Like, basically.
Right.
And I kept getting to this boss fight, and I kept failing. Like, I'd get a little bit further every time, but it was like, it was getting, like, less further every time as well, you know?
So you're getting gassed.
Yeah.
You're like, fuck.
Exactly. So I'd get to that point, and I'd be so freaking stressed. Like, my heart would be beating through my chest and everything, and I'd be like, I need to do this. Like, I know for a fact that it will be a home run after this, you know? Like, I'm going to have an easy chapter to cool down, and then I'm going to get back on the last chapter type thing. And I'm like, I can't do this. Like, this is difficult. Like, I can't, you know, like, this boss fight. And I got to the boss fight, final phase, and so basically you have to, like, throw a bottle, or you have to throw a brick at Ellie. And I threw it, and, like, it had the lock-on symbol, and I threw it, and it hit her, but it didn't register the stun. So I ran up to her to punch her to finish off the act, but it hadn't registered that she had got hit by it, and she absolutely decimated me, and I'm like, I can't do this, man. Like, this is, like...
takes the wind out of your sails.
It really does, yeah, because I was right there, you know, and, like, bugs happen, that's fine, but I was right there, and I was, like, devastated, and I haven't gone back to it since. Because I told myself, I'm going to take a break from it. And then I was like, I saw the part 1 got released on PC. So I'm like, okay, cool. Actually, this is a perfect opportunity. I'll wait for part 2 to go on PC. And then I'll pick it up then. Thing is, I'm still waiting for part 2 to even be officially announced for part 2 for PC. So, yeah. So,
but watch. As soon as you come back to it, you're going to it's going to be a first try.
Yeah.
It's the classic problem of you're stuck on this part in the game. You're stuck in the boss fight. You do it again and again and again and again, and you're walking backwards. Like you just said.
Yeah.
You set down the controller. Fuck it.
Come back.
But then all of a sudden, the next day you're fresh, or the next time you play, you're fresh, and you smoke it first run.
Yeah.
First run of the day, you picked up your controller, bam, credits.
Yeah.
Like, fuck! Why couldn't it happen like that when I had fucking 20 viewers? God damn it!
God fucking damn it! But yeah, like day 3 is such a gauntlet. Like, just to quickly run you through it, you have to go through like a dialogue heavy, like walking bit, which I found a way to speed up by crouching over and over, and then that sped up Abby, and which advanced it further. Which is, I was really proud of that. I found my own little strat. And then you go to like this really big highway with like a bridge over it, and like Tommy is like shooting, so you have to like snake in and out of like different cars and stuff. Then you have to go into like a parking lot with, you know, those multi-story parking lots, and you have to fight infected, but you also have to dodge Tommy's fire, and then you have to go through like this little mall area, and you have to chase Tommy down, and then you have to beat him, which is like, you just have to like get there, and then you have to like mash a button, and then you beat him, kind of thing. And then the other character that you're with, Yara, is like, right, now we need to go to my island, which is like all these cult people, and you have to sneak through this entire island just to get her brother back, and then you have to like escape from it, and like the whole time you're like fighting not only like the cultists, but you're also fighting your ex group as well. So you're stuck in this like 2-way, 3-way war. And it is such a gauntlet. So like I got to the end and I was like, yes, fuck yes, I did it. And I was like, oh shit, I gotta fight Ellie. God damn it. And she is a lot harder than all of the other things.
A force of fucking nature. After all the hours of you playing through both parts, now you have to face yourself.
Yeah.
Like you have to face... Yeah, they make it worth it. They make it that grind. From a writing standpoint, dog, fucking beautiful.
Yeah, no, I love that.
But as a player, you're like, oh no. The moment of realization, like, what?
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh.
So it's actually just hit an hour and a half from when I started recording. So, Redbeard, thank you for doing, I guess, the first episode session, whatever. Any closing thoughts, words, anything like that?
Reminder for you in post. Spoiler warning for Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, yeah. Folks, I mean, that's been out for 4 years.
Yeah, it's been out for 4 years. If you haven't fucking played it by now, it's your fault.
Yeah, I'll put in the description. Hey, there's spoilers for The Last of Us Part 2, by the way.
I mean, if there's anything I would say is, it's okay to take a break.
Yes.
But it's not okay to quit.
Yeah. 100%. And that includes you as well.
You have to... No, yeah, this is me talking to me in the mirror right now. It's like, it's okay to take a break, but it's not okay to quit. It's... If you need to work on yourself, work on yourself.
Yeah.
If you need to set something aside, set it aside.
Definitely. But
have the capacity for picking it back up and doing it better the next time. Like with the streaming.
Yeah.
I like you said it earlier. You've got games set aside because you want to stream them.
Yeah.
Dog, I have like 5 horror games that I want to fucking stream so bad.
Yeah.
And fuck, we're coming up to spooky season. I very well may. I think I like my niche. What I enjoy the most is horror games. I love that. The stress of horror games and having a viewership for that. I love that.
I do remember one of the last streams you did was a horror game, and I remember you screaming, and it was amazing. So I'd be there.
It's easier. I don't know. I'm playing it. It's scary as shit, but at the same time, y'all get to enjoy seeing me get the shit scared out of me.
Yeah.
I crack, like, that's one of the things I love on YouTube. That's me not quitting. That's me, I think, waiting for an opportune time to where I enjoy it the most.
Yeah, definitely.
Don't get lost in the sauce of your grind to where all of a sudden it just becomes a job. The thing you love to do, the thing that was fun, the thing that you escaped to, when it all of a sudden starts to become a grind and you're not enjoying it anymore, I think it's okay to step away for a little while, pick something else up, do something else, work, you know. So for any creators or content makers or anything like that, don't just hit record just to do it. People can tell when you're not all there. People can tell when you're just coasting mentally.
Yeah.
People can tell. And need to have that self-perception of, okay, I need to take a break. And again, this is me talking to myself at that point. But is there anything you have that you need to, like, is there any finishing notes that you have, like, from your time gaming and us knowing each other to now, and all the things that have happened between, the stresses of the world and all that other stuff? Do you have anything?
Working with you has been fun. I've really enjoyed that. By the way, for people who don't know, Redbeard is my artist for not only for the Buff Chew 2D VTuber, but also for the t-shirts as well. So, you know, go and buy some. Because like me and Redbeard have worked together on those, and that's been a lot of fun. But also, like, if you're a viewer and you enjoy our stuff, it means the world to me. Well, probably Redbeard as well. But it means the world that people like take time out of their day to watch me say random shit on the internet. You know, like I could throw up a stream and I'll go haha boobies, and people will be like haha cool, you know. And there's nothing like that. And genuinely, like, when people watch my videos or when people watch me stream, or are interested in being a friend because I've streamed, like Daffy and you, and you know, that means the world to me, because it's just like, dude, I've just been sitting here on my freaking desk doing little things, just, you know, I never expected anyone to kind of watch, and now I'm like approaching 500 followers, which is an insane number to me anyway, because that's like, imagine getting 500 people. I'm rambling at this point, but imagine getting 500 people in a room.
That's why we're here.
You know, just get a big room and fill it with 500 people, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, I know this person. That's insane. Like, what the heck? You know? I fully agree with the stuff that you've said, like, on terms of, like, burnout and, like, needing to take a break, because I'm a bit harsh on myself and I don't take breaks, and I'm trying to learn how to take breaks. You know, whether that be not streaming or putting down a game or, you know, anything. I'm just trying to, like, still find that balance as well, just for me. And yeah, ramble done, I suppose.
It's not rambling. It's you answering the question. That's why we're here, to talk.
Yeah.
It's not a ramble. It's just talk. I don't know. Having another creator as a friend, it's like, you know, I've got Daffy, we got Wind, but like, it's just all of us together. We're seeing each other's strengths, and we're also seeing each other's weaknesses. We need to, and we're like, I feel like we're all doing very well at being there for each other.
Yeah, definitely.
But at the same time, how easy is it for you to, you know, give the help but not actually follow your own instructions?
Yeah. That's something I struggle with as well. I'm very much like, if I have a project that I want to do with other people, I'm very much usually the one who has to, like, coordinate a lot of it. Because otherwise stuff won't get done. At least, you know, like I really want to play D&D, but no one else wants to play D&D, so, or can't play D&D, or, you know, whatever. So I'm like, okay, I'll just make a D&D, or, like, you know, I I really do want to do more projects where it's like, it sounds really bad. It's like, I want to do more projects where everyone is a bit more involved with it. So like, yeah, because that's something
But the planets have to align.
Yeah.
Like, everyone has to be in the same mindset at the same time.
Exactly.
With the same schedule, and that is difficult.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, oh, I want to start this thing, but it's like, okay, shit, now I have to figure out how to do that. Because, yeah, like you said, it's a bitch to get people together. Because we all have our stuff
That is
going on.
It's the main. That is the. I'll tell you that right now. All the DMs out there listening, that is the number fucking one problem with D&D, DMing, and being a player. Scheduling.
Yes.
That is, it has plagued everyone since the fucking late 1980s when D&D kicked off. Scheduling.
Yeah. And
but it's a hill we climb.
I made it a point after the last session. I was like, I want to do more, so let's book something in. You know, let's book it in advance so none of us can be like, oh shit, I don't know what I'm doing. Like, no, we've got the date in. We're gonna do it.
Oh, speaking of which, Chew, may as well tell you now.
Uh-oh.
And you're gonna kick me in the nuts for this one, dog.
You
remember the hard date we set?
Yeah.
Oodles and ages ago.
Sure, like a couple weeks ago, but yeah, sure.
For the next session, yeah. I'm going to speak with my wife, but she was given a shit ton of dates to work. Mm-hmm. And of course, one of those dates landed on a stream day. Or for our D&D, not stream. It was for the D&D recording.
Yeah. Okay. Please keep me in the loop.
I know that I'm the one who, and this is me looking at myself in the mirror. I said, well, just set the hard date right now, so that it can't be a problem later on. You can just fix your schedule to that date, and I'm gonna try to get that day moved. Like, see if we can reschedule. See if she can call in and reschedule it later. But there's the possibility that that day might not work.
Oh, I'm starting to sweat now. It's
good.
Oh no, I thought it would be easy, but I guess I just thought wrong.
Well, that being said, I can find a workaround for that. Maybe.
Yeah.
Shit, maybe not.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. I will figure it out. It won't be hey, I'm getting it figured out on the day before.
Yeah.
No. I'll have that squared away.
Cool. Awesome. In terms of people watching this, Daffy, I know you're watching, but anyway, Redbeard's links will be in the description. So the Etsy, the Twitch, everything that Redbeard's going to give me later on, will be in the description. Thanks, Redbeard, for obviously agreeing to do this and being the honorary first guest on the Rozzachu Extras channel.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Inside the gamers goon cave. No,
the goon cave.
Oh my god.
No. We're going into some weird territory right now.
We're not doing that one. We're not titling the series that.
The Goon Cave.
Just throwing things out there. Thank you for having me. Thank you for sitting down and actually just talking.
Yeah. It's good.
A lot of folk, when the streaming is happening, everyone's got the stream face on. But it's hard to have the real conversations and sit down and go through the finer details, and it's a very rare conversation.
Yeah.
So this is very good. It's healthy. I like this.
It's good, yeah.
This is going to be good to be listening to all the players and everyone's backstories and stuff like that.
Yeah, and this won't be the only episode. May not even be the only episode that Redbeard appears in, if Redbeard's up for it. But, the plan is that I'm going to be doing this with other creators, friends, people who have appeared on stream, so keep an eye out for whenever that happens at some point. But Redbeard, appreciate you.
I appreciate you, Chew.
Thanks, it's very nice of you. I've got to go and eat, and then actually I'm streaming, soonish. So yeah, I gotta go and deal with that, I suppose.
Hell yeah.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching, etc.
Yeah.
Thanks for chatting. Have a good one.
Catch y'all on the next one, I guess. Yeah.
See you later.